here I am with two connecting schools teachers who are presently teaching and about to leave in 3 weeks. I'll be very, very sad to have them leave, and each of them has had a very unique experience, and that's why I'm asking them to talk a little bit about it. Okay, I have here Nash, who came to Argentina because he was recommended by a past teacher, and he knew zero Spanish, absolutely nothing. And I would like for him to tell you about how he did it. And he did it, he certainly did.
Yeah, so I was recommended by someone who I had always looked up to. He was 2 years older than me, and he had come here and arguably known less Spanish than I did, because I studied it in the university. But I always tell my students that I wish I would have studied harder, because I always thought of Spanish as kind of a class that, like, you know, why would I ever need Spanish? But little did I know, in like 2 years I would be coming to Argentina for 6 months. So my Spanish was not very good at all whenever I came, and we came to Buenos Aires, and in Buenos Aires I was with all the English speakers, so I was able to get by without speaking too much. But right whenever I got to Jesus Maria, my placement, I was with a family that doesn't speak any English. I was with people that don't speak any English, and my Spanish, like, it's amazing how quick your brain adapts and allows you to become fluent and fluid in the language, and like how your brain starts to understand what's being said, and teaching helps improve it. Being forced to talk in Spanish in front of crowds and in public, it builds your confidence quickly. I'm in a school called Pio Leon right now. I teach every single grade in the entire school, which is pretty awesome. And so I get to experience in front of all ages, from literally like first grade till seniors in a high school. Here it's a little bit different. It's like primaria and secundario, but it's still nonetheless little kids all the way to 18-year-olds in high school. My placement, I literally couldn't ask for anything more. It's an incredible school. I live with the directora, the principal of the school. I've got 3 brothers that are just awesome that all go to the school. From like day one, they literally just open their arms, and like the old phrase in the States, mi casa es su casa. And that literally happened. And I couldn't ask for anything more with my family. We go to school every day together in the mornings. I teach all 3 of their kids. Their English has improved too, which is awesome, and you can see it firsthand. I've got an awesome Argentine dad, an awesome life here. It's going to be hard to leave. And I hate hearing Christina say that 3 weeks is where we're at right now, because it's just so close to the end. But yeah.
Well, you've heard about all he's gotten, but he's given a whole lot to him. He just walks around that school, and it's like the Pied Piper. Children follow him around.
Yeah, it's pretty funny. Like, you're literally a superstar in town. The other day, I was eating at this place called El Victorino, and eating customs are really strange. You like if you're eating at the wrong time of day, which like Americans tend to do, people are like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you eating right now?" And so I was eating at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon the other day, and I had like people hiding behind corners and taking pictures of me while I was eating, like I was like a famous person. But you go into the school every morning, and literally you have crowds of kids surround you, and everyone jumping up trying to give you a high five, and it's consistently been like that every single day since I've been there. I've been amazed. I thought it was kind of like a first day of work type of thing, where you go in and then things start to calm down and people get used to you being there, but it never has calmed down. Still to this day, I go in every single day, and I get just routed by all these kids that just are so happy to see you there. and it puts you in such a good mood. It's so good for your attitude towards things, and like just knowing. I remember thinking before I came here that it always interested me to learn like another language, but I never thought I would actually do it. And the fact that I've came and done all that, it's really amazing to me. It's kind of surreal that I've actually came and I've done it. I laugh that like I'm able to like have conversations now in Spanish. Like I have a really solid friend group in Jesus Maria. People that I hang out with on Thursday nights, Friday nights, Saturdays, and it's just great. It's incredible. It's memories that I'll never be able to give up, and I'm always going to be wanting to come back.
Okay.
Good morning.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon. All right. And, okay. Well, here we have another teacher. His name is Kyle. He's a Wake Forest graduate. And he's had a completely different experience. So I'd like for everyone to hear his story.
All right.
Okay.
So we got to Buenos Aires. We all did the 2-week training together. And a couple days in, we were all very curious about what the possibilities were for where we would go. And so we cornered Christina at one point and made her tell us, and she was describing it, and she described this one situation that was going to be unique from all the others, in that it would be an even more rural situation. So there would be one of us who would go live in the campo, in the countryside, instead of in a pueblo, and travel to different schools every day, different rural public schools. It was a new for connecting schools, new for everybody, and I soon learned that that would be my situation, and I was a little uncomfortable, but like Nash, I couldn't imagine anything else now. I absolutely love it. I live about 15 kilometers outside of the town, and someone comes to get me, takes me to the school. Schools are anywhere from 10 to 45 minutes away. And I go to a different one each day of the week and then repeat that schedule. And these are all they're called the rural schools, so it's all the poor people who live in the different properties, and they send their kids to the schools that are, some of them are literally out in the middle of a big field of corn with nothing around.
We used to imagine that Kyle like would ride horses to school every day,
Right.
like before he actually got out there. And I've been to visit him, which has been awesome.
So yeah, those guys came out to visit, and it's just a great family. I don't have an internet, but I love it. I've never read so much in my life. I use internet when I'm in town. Sometimes the lights go out. It's just a full-on country living, but it's very comfortable, and the family's always very much concerned with how I'm doing. They want this to be the best it can be. My Spanish has improved a lot. I'm basically like a fluent at this point.
Yeah.
Fully jumped on the Argentine train before I had been to Spain and Mexico, and now I'm doing the full-on Argentine thing, which is really cool. I didn't see that coming. So yeah, this is great. When I saw the poster at Wake that said, "Do you want a rural Argentine experience?" This is definitely more than I could have ever imagined. I mean, right now we're sitting here in the country at a beautiful
horses
house,
and everything.
horses, coffee. There's an Argentine asado going on right behind us. So they really hit all the points on this program, and I think everyone would agree with that. I've learned so much about myself and about a different culture, about a different people, and I'm looking forward to incorporating that when I go back to work here, like we talked about 3-4 weeks.
Yeah.
Looking forward to incorporating all this experience and to continue some of the things that I've learned here. I'm also planning a trip with my host family here to come visit us in the U.S. and do a little trip around the U.S. So it's really great. Like Nash, I'll never forget it.
Yeah, and like not only never forgetting it, I can honestly say that my life will be different from now on because I did the program. Before I did the program, I had a different focus of what I wanted to do whenever I got back to the States. But now that focus has actually just like shifted, and I want to continue to speak Spanish and be able to travel between these two continents. And the program has put in me like enough of a want to do it that like I know I'm going to like find some sort of work doing that, which is just awesome to know that like 6 months, which in the big scheme of things isn't that much, could change the course of like what you want to do in your life.
Also, the last point I'll make is that I think Nash and I have both realized individually that we're not meant to be teachers in the long run, but that doesn't mean that we have enjoyed all of this experience teaching every single day. We've loved it. For these 6 months, it's awesome. So you don't have to think, oh, I don't want to be a teacher. I can't do that. No, you can do it.
Yeah, and you like one day you'll look back when you're like 80 years old and you'll just laugh so hard because you'll think to yourself, back whenever I was like 20, I taught English in Argentina in like a high school, which is just, that's hilarious in itself, you know?
All right.
Oh, well, this is what's wonderful about my program. The people I work with.